taking a chance.
In this video, we interview Maggie George. Maggie's playing the fairy in the up-and-coming pantomime Cinderella at the Fernwood Village Hall. How long have you been rehearsing?
I think coming up for about 5 months.
Really?
Quite a while.
So that obviously before Christmas. What was it like in the early days?
I think in the early days you were trying to get into your role. I think everybody was sort of trying to slip into what characters they were doing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty standard, really. It takes a while to get into that persona of who you're playing.
Yeah. And then what did they do? Pick up the songs from there or what?
Yeah.
You learning that along the way?
Yeah, quite a few songs. Some of them changed along the way as well.
Oh, okay. So you're improvising as you're going, and then.
Well, there were certain songs that were put forward as ideas which characters could sing, you know, Cinderella and the Good Fairy as well, the Fairy Godmother.
So hang on a minute, you're playing the Fairy Godmother, aren't you?
I am.
So what song have you got then?
I'm not.
Oh, right.
No, I'm not. I'm not. No, at one stage they were talking about sort of Ibbity Bibbity Bop, you know, the Disney.
Oh, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Bibbity Bobbity Boo.
That's the one. Yeah. But I frankly didn't see myself as that sort of fairy. Nah. I'm not a sugar plum goody fairy. I like to be a bit naughty. Fairy.
Okay, so how did the director take it then when you said, I'm not actually seeing your vision?
She was actually, I suppose I did try and put it diplomatically like that, but she was very good about it, and we did look at various songs, but if I'm truthful, I'm much more the sort of witch than a fairy. Yes, it was, there's a couple of characters in the play, one of which I found myself sort of more towards as a character called Develia, who's Baron Hardup's wife. And she's a generally all-round nasty woman, and that appealed to me more than the fairy. But now I've got into the fairy mode, I like the sort of naughty, saucy edge to the fairy.
Is there a couple of lines you can give us?
Yes, there's one where, not to give the plot away, but where Lady Develia is being given her sort of. She's being straightened out and sweetened up, and she doesn't like the idea of the good fairy straightening her out and sweetening her up. And fairy just turns around and says, "Oh, stuff your bluster, it won't be tragic." And that's me. Oh, stuff your bluster, you know.
I get a sense. You've mentioned it yourself. There's a twinkle in your eye.
I hope so.
Yeah. This little rebel within inside. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I think I've always been like that, really. I don't. I like to kick over the traces, I think.
So, what was you like as a child then?
Oh, I was wonderful, of course.
Bit of a bloody tearaway, aren't it? Okay, go on, open up. Go on.
I suppose I was quite quick to run away if I was in trouble. My mother couldn't catch me.
Yeah, say no more. But what is it about Panto that you like?
Oh, I love it. I love the fact that things invariably do go wrong, and you tend to have ad-libs, and you sort of have to literally hit the ground running sometimes, because obviously, you know, people have paid good money for the tickets, and it's got to be professional. But things do tend to go wrong in Panto, and I love the sort of, as I say, hot off the press ad-libs that come into it, because the audience are totally blissfully unaware. Obviously, they're hopefully just getting a good show. I like all the audience participation. That gives me a real buzz.
Have you got any of that with the fairy?
Oh, yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you're going out there doing your tinkling?
I tinkle a little bit.
Yeah.
I did ask if I could have a pitchfork rather than a wand, but the director wasn't playing ball on that one.
Are you serious?
Quite serious.
Oh dear. Don't. Has it all come together nicely?
I think it is. Yeah. I mean, we've still got just under a month now before the show opens. So I think it is. It's coming together.
How much are tickets? Do you know?
Yes, they are £6 and £5 for children.
Okay, see, that's reasonable. That is really reasonable.
Got that wrong. It's £7. I'm so sorry.
Is it 7? That's dear. What a wicked woman! See?
That was the matinee that's slightly cheaper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Lola's into that false sense of money then,
Yeah,
and then
sorry
wallop,
about
it's just
that.
with another quid.
Yeah,
that
sorry
went up
about
quick.
that.
Inflation. Yeah. Bless. I think that's going to be it. We don't want to give too much away.
Oh no, we don't.
No, I mean you're still smiling, which is a good thing. If you had to give anyone that wanted to join the group a bit of advice, what would it be?
Do it. That's the only advice I give them. Do it. It's great fun. The thing I like about it particularly, you can have had a rotten day or feel really blue, as it were, and you go along and you walk into a different role and you become somebody else, a different character for a couple of hours, and the camaraderie there is brilliant. They are an amazing bunch. Do it. Don't hesitate. It's great fun.
Do you enjoy dressing up?
Nobody's going to dress me in net and lycra. That's one thing I did say when Molly wanted me to be the good fairy. There's no way you're going to squeeze me into yards of net and lycra.
So did they want you to be a traditional fairy? With a tutu and everything else?
I don't think that was ever going to be a reality. I mean, I'm sorry, Steve, but can you see me in a tutu?
Hey, we'd like to bloody see you in a tutu now. I could show you one of my old fairies. Yeah, bless her. She wore the shortest thing going, silver, a silver wig with a wand, and it was cut right up so you could see her breakfast.
I come with my own silver wig.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, they were the days, I tell you. Ah, bless you. Look, thank you very much for giving us a little bit of an insight into the panto, and we wish you all the best. Break a leg.
Thank you. Thanks very much indeed, Steve.